Hi guys, it's Drea. Today I'm going to do my project pan update for the end of February, beginning of March. I'm actually a few days out from the actual end of February, but I finished up 4 things and I don't think I'm going to make enough progress on the other stuff by the next few days in the end of the month to make a difference. So I'm a little bit off, but at least I'll have this up really quickly. All right, so this is a 10 pan rolling project, meaning that I just have things coming in and out as, you know, whenever it gets used up, I bring in a new thing. That way it keeps this project really fresh. I can do it every month without boring you guys. So I've got 4 used up products here, and then I'll do the updates and then I'll show you what I'm bringing in. So first off, I finished up the Catrice Prime and Fine Smoothing Refiner. This is a primer. It's completely gone. You can see. I talked about this every update that I don't like this. I don't like it for oily skin. It does fill in pores, but not as good as a lot of other pore filling primers that I have tried. I feel like I could still see my pores more than I would with another product. And because it's so, I don't even know if hydrating is the right word. I almost feel like it's kind of greasy. Like it feels greasy on my skin. I don't know if this is a good product for dry skin. If you have dry skin and you like it, let me know in the comments. But for me with oily skin, it was definitely too hydrating. So I didn't like it, but it's gone. Yay, because I don't want to have to purchase anything for a while. Okay, I finally finished up my L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. So you can see this is where I started in the project. This is last month's update, and then I used all of this in the last month. That seems like a lot, but it was the only foundation I was using. Only one. I will say that there's probably like this much left. Like there might be a couple millimeters left in the bottom. The only problem is this doesn't come off. Like I can't, it twists around, but it doesn't twist off. Like I can't get it to come off completely. Otherwise I would have like gotten my makeup spatula out. And also like when I try to get the last of it out now, it sprays all over the place. So I just can't. But for a few millimeters, I'm willing to say, no, this is completely done. I liked this in the end. It's not my favorite foundation of all time, but it's a solid, good one. It does last all day. It's pretty full coverage. I would say it is full coverage. It lasts all day long. I don't love it though because it's full coverage, and I just don't love full coverage foundations because I just feel like it's a mask on my face and I like my actual skin to come through. So not my favorite, but a good one. Okay, next is a skincare product. This is the Gin Amber Beauty 20% Vitamin C Booster, 1 fluid ounce. This is where it was in the beginning of the project. This is where it was last update. I know it's really hard to tell because it's black on black. And then used up all this amount in the last month. I do like having a vitamin C product serum in my skincare regimen. This actual product itself I think is really good. It seems to keep my skin bright. I use a lot of good skincare, right? So I can't say for sure if this one particular product did something amazing, but I know having a vitamin C product in my regimen is doing good things for me. However, what I don't like about this product is the spout, the dispensing way, the way it dispenses. It's honestly terrible. When you press this down, it comes out in a full power stream and it just sprays all over the place. So I'm putting it into my hand and then I, kind of rub them and I gently press my face with it. But when you spray it into your hand, it splashes back because the spout is too powerful. So they need to do something about that because so much product is getting wasted and it's a mess. So the product I think is good. The packaging is awful. Next product, finally finished up this eyeliner. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On eyeliner in the shade Desperation. Is that right? Desperation? Yes, Desperation. Because obviously I can't see it. When I measured this last month, I put the 2 silver parts up next to each other, and that line is where the top of it was. I know it's so hard for me to do this right now. How am I going to hold this to show you? There. Can you see? So that's how much product there was. and I used all of that. I will say that because it was getting short, like super short, putting it into the sharpener and turning it, it would break off sometimes. So I probably used it up faster than I could have, but I was using it often this month. So finally got down to the very end and I couldn't sharpen it anymore. I could see there's still more in there, but I can't sharpen it. It's a little tiny nub. So happy to have that done. It was just a gray and I had that for years. So there's the 4 that I finished. I'm going to talk about my updates now. So I'll do these 2 first because they have actual measurements. This is my RCMA No Color Powder. I have it in a Laura Mercier container, but it is the RCMA powder. So we have first month, second month, and this is the 3rd month, and this is how much we have left. This will be gone by next month. I have no doubt. I use this all the time. Sometimes I use it to bake my under eye with. Like I use it as my powder all over my face. Sometimes I use it to set my under eye, and sometimes I use it to bake my under eye. So I do use it in multiple ways, but it is the only powder I'm using all over my face right now. RCMA No Color Powder lasts forever. Like, you know the original packaging, the shaker one? I can't even believe I'm this close to using it up because I had that thing or this product for years, like from the first year of my channel, from the time that Kathleen Lights talked about it for the first time and people went crazy for it. That's how long I've had this, and we are almost done, and I'm very excited about that. I have my MAC Fix Plus, so we have, I can't remember, I think I had marked it, but this wasn't actually in the project. So I think I had just done 2 months. Am I wrong? Correct me if I'm wrong. I should know, it's my own project. But anyway, so first month, second month, we are now in the 3rd month. This is what's left. I don't know if I'll get through it in the next month, but that's about the amount of product I've been going through every month. So you can see, like I should be done this at the end of March. I already ordered another one. I was thinking about it. The only other setting spray I even have in my entire collection is this one. It's the Maybelline Lasting Fix, and this is a mattifying setting spray. But guys, ever since I decided to kind of embrace the non-mattifying products on my face, I feel like my makeup has been better in terms of like my face makeup, my foundation and my primers. So I've been using this now as my only like setting spray step on my face since here. And I love it. Like I use it daily. I don't use any other one. So I was thinking about it the other day and going, okay, I am still on a low buy. I'm trying not to buy anything, like not even replacements. I want to use up all of my products before I even replace something. There might be a few exceptions here and there, but I had to make an exception with this because I just don't want to go back to a mattifying setting spray. I want to use this only. So I have no other one, so I'm going to do it. I already purchased it and it's on its way to me. Maybe it was a little premature. I probably could have waited till that was fully done up, but I don't want to run out. So that's that. Okay, this is my concealer. I'm wearing this today. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer in the shade 360. You can see that there's lots of window showing through there, right? Like you could see here, you can see over here. You can just see that we're getting there with this product. And it's gonna be done soon. I haven't taken out the stopper yet. This is about how much product comes out now every time I take it out, just that little bit on the tip. Like it's not a whole lot. Once that stops, like I can see in the thing, I can see the bottom. I can see the window right there. So I'm gonna be scraping the sides soon. I think this is gonna be done by next month. Like it'll be done, I'm sure of it. I'll take out the stopper very soon, but once you take out the stopper, things tend to go like this. So I'm just waiting until I really need to, and then I'm sure it'll be done. Okay, I have 2 things that I will need to grab screen captures from my last month. This is my Body Shop bronzer. This is the bronzer I'm wearing today. I've been using only this bronzer every time I wear my makeup. Still haven't even hit pan on it. And you can see there's something about this actual way it's pressed. Why are you not focusing? There's something about the way this is actually pressed in here where you could still see the honeycomb even when you use it. And I'm like, guys, you could tell, like I've been using it. Can you not tell? But still not hitting pan. I don't know what is happening with this. And just a reminder, I'm not planning on using this up. I just want to hit pan on it. Still going. Next one is my Tarte Pro palette. I want to hit pan on 2 shades, and I might change my mind on that. But for now, here's the progress. So I'm trying to hit pan on this shade here and this shade here. This one is classic. This one is bold. There's classic. You could see there's a huge dip. I know I'm gonna hit pan on this like literally any day. And then there's bold. Okay, can you see there is definitely, you can see the usage, you could see the slight dip in it, but it's definitely not as much as the classic shade. I've been using both of these literally almost every time I wear my makeup. I think today is the first time all month I have not used these when I wore eyeshadow. By the way, this look I did an eyeshadow palette gauntlet. I'll link to it. I just filmed that. I really like how it turned out. Very surprising. Anyways, I didn't use this transition shade today because I was doing that, but I've been using it. This shade actually comes off so much darker on my skin than it looks in the pan. And when I selected it to do this with, to hit pan, I did not expect that. But I've been using it religiously. I just don't really love the way it looks as my transition shade. It's way too dark. It's a little bit patchy every time I put it on, and I would much rather be able to use something else. So I think that I'm gonna maybe stop using it this month. I might, I don't know. I'm like so on the fence. I really want to hit pan on it. But I know in the next month I'm gonna hit pan on this. There's no way I'm not. It's so low. And I think I might just give up the fight for this one once that happens, because I just don't like the way it looks. And you know, like that was always the barrier for panning stuff for me, either getting sick of something or not liking the product. And I never understood why people powered through. Sometimes I understand now. Sometimes I understand for something like this, even though I didn't like it, I used it because it still did the job in a way, and I don't want to buy something else. The reality is I have like 80 eyeshadow palettes, lots of singles. I have the product already to use something that I love versus something that I'm barely tolerating. Do you know what I mean? So for me, panning is not just about forcing yourself to use something because you hate it. Like I don't like hate panning things. So I really like that shade Classic. It's perfect for setting my eyeshadow primer. It's perfect as a underbrow highlight. Why can't I think of the term right there? Jeez. Anyways, that works for me. The transition shade is not, so I think I'm gonna probably after next month, maybe even now, stop using it. Last update, it pains me to do this because this is my palette of the month. This is It's My Ray Ray 15 color eyeshadow palette from Beige Cosmetics. This is what it looks like here. It's got the one row of shimmer and matte, but all neutrals. And then we've got one row of shimmer color and the corresponding matte color to that. So I used this month as my eyeshadow palette of the month. I used it 6 times. I actually probably used a few shades out of it here and there also a few other times, but actually using it only by itself 6 times this month. I don't like it. I'm so sorry. I put it in this project because a few of you had watched my eyeshadow palette collection video, and I talked about how I had never really ever used it, and you guys loved it, and you told me, no, you should use it, it's amazing, it's one of my favorites. Like I literally can see your comments, I can see your faces telling me this. Here's the problem, it's not working for me. Like I believe you guys when you say it works for you, it's not working for me. Here's the problem I'm running into with this. I could swatch all of this, I could show you the colors, it's pigmented, they blend well. When I swatch the color though, that is only a representation of that color right now in this moment. These shades fade faster than any other eyeshadow palette I have ever used. Literally, I could make a beautiful eye with it. I could use some of these shimmer shades and it would look gorgeous for like 20 minutes. And then it's all faded. And like throughout the day, it looks completely different than when I first applied it. So I don't know what is up. I bought this directly from the website. I did not like purchase it through like a TJ Maxx situation. I know sometimes like that can give you a bad example of a palette because they're a lot of the times older, but this just isn't working. They fade so quickly. They do not look the same. I'm not even going to swatch it for you. It doesn't matter because they don't look the same as the swatches. They don't look the same even as you put it on your face 20 minutes, half an hour later. Pains me to tell you that for those of you that love it, and you can still love it. Please continue loving it. It doesn't work for me. So I'm so sorry. Okay, let's move on to the 4 things that I'm bringing into this project. This is exciting. I've decided to try to hit pan on a highlighter. It's been a while. And I've been using this one a lot lately and it already has a good dip going on it. So it's very, like I'm very curious to see if it'll take me a month or longer because I actually think this might only take me a month to hit pan on. This is the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter in the shade Rose Gold. This is one of my favorite highlighters in my entire collection. It is definitely my favorite drugstore highlighter in my collection. There's a proper swatch of it. You can really see how shiny it is. I am wearing it today. I don't know how well you can tell, only because it's really overcast and it's only like studio lights here. It's not really a great lighting situation right now. Here is a nice shot of it. You can see exactly the middle on there, how much usage I have had on this, that there's a nice dip going. But at the same time, I've had this thing for like 2.5 years and I don't know, like I use it a lot. So that's why I'm so curious. I'm like, is that just 1 month and I'll hit pan because there's already a nice big dip, or is it deceiving and it'll still take me a while? I might not use this every day too, because you know how much I love highlighter and how much highlighter I have. But I'm going to use it a lot because I've been using it a lot. Next product is foundation. I used up one. I want to bring in another one. I really want to repurchase my Smashbox Studio Skin Hydrating Foundation. That's my holy grail. You guys know that. It's the best. But the problem is I don't want to buy any makeup. So I have three. I have 3 foundations that I have a question mark beside right now going, can I use this for work? Because you know, I put on my foundation sometimes at 6 a.m. Sometimes I don't take it off till, well, some nights till 10, but a lot of the time at least till like 7. So I have to wear this stuff for 12, 13, 14 hours. I don't know yet how they're gonna work for all day at work. So I'm gonna try this one this month. I've used it a bit. I'm pretty sure it'll be okay. And then the other 2, I have to decide if I'm gonna fully use them up before I purchase the Smashbox or if I can even use them up. So we'll see. This is what I'm gonna project pan right now. This is the CoverGirl Outlast Active 24-Hour Foundation. It does have SPF 20 in it. I use a daily SPF, but I like having a second layer whenever possible, so that's always nice. This one is, it's active, so it's meant for sweating in. It's not necessarily meant for oily skin, but I remember using this and thinking that it really offers similar results to like an oily skin or mattifying foundation. So I think I can do it. This is the shade Creamy Natural. I think it will work really well in combination with this primer. This is the Ordinary High Adherence Silicone Primer. This is not necessarily a pore filling primer, although if I look at my pores today, they look all right. They look about the same as the results I was getting with Catrice, so it's not, nor does it claim to be a pore filling primer. But the good news about this one is that when it says high adherence, it really, that's true. I've used this a lot. You can tell like there's quite a bit of usage on this. It doesn't necessarily make your makeup last longer, but it makes your makeup stick better. So I guess it does make it last longer in that sense. Especially I've noticed on my oiliest areas like my nose. I love this for that because it keeps my foundation there. So I don't know, does that make sense? It makes your makeup stick. It doesn't necessarily mattify. Very last thing. Yeah, we're on the last final one. So this is my palette of the month. I was looking through all of my palettes today thinking, what should I use? What could I review? Because I don't have anything really new and I don't have a lot of things that I haven't used multiple times, but this is one that I haven't used in a very long time. Probably 2 years. That's a long time. This is my Color Grain Queen of Hearts palette. Do you remember the hype around this? I bought this because Tara Baby bought it, and right after that, Jaclyn Hill talked about it and everybody went crazy for it. And then now it's permanent from Color Grain, so you can get it. But it's been so long since I've used it that I really can't even tell you anything about it. I remember it being really, really good though. So this is a really beautiful palette. Is it a spring palette? No. Is it even a summer palette? Maybe. This is definitely a fall palette, but whatever, who cares? It's March. Let's live a little. I don't need to be dreary. I can be warm in March. So beautiful, beautiful colors, lots of gorgeous looking metallics, and a nice variety of mattes in it. So I'm going to use this one this month. I don't know what to use next month. I don't know what there is that you guys would be interested in. If you have any suggestions, let me know. That's it for my project pan update. I feel like that took a really long time, but I somehow became very chatty today. All right, I hope that you're having a great day. I hope that you're speaking kindly to yourself, especially when you look in the mirror. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.